Hi, my name is Vanessa Ringstaff. I'm 17 and I'm from Poplar Bluff, Missouri. So I'm supposed to tell a story about myself. This is kind of a story about my sister, but I played a big-ish part in it. So, okay, this last April, I was with my aunt in Florida who lives there, and my parents live here in Missouri with me. And so I don't exactly know the whole backstory of my sister because it is her story. So, kind of the gist of it is she kind of needed money, I guess, and so she found this thing on the internet that was for personal escorts, and it was in Georgia. So she was planning on flying from St. Louis, Missouri to Georgia, Atlanta, I believe. Anyways, so down there it's about an hour difference in time. So I was asleep. I think it was 2 a.m. in the morning, and my phone goes off. Now, we're supposed to have our phones on silent at my aunt's house because she has strict rules. But my phone went off because I forgot to turn it off. It was I think it was my second night staying there, and it went off. It was my mom. I was like, "Hey, Mom, what do you want?" And as soon as she said something, I heard the urgency in her voice, and I was awake, and my heart was racing. She said, "Vanessa, your sister needs help." My mom is very dramatic like me. That's probably where I get it. But I still understand her urgency at the same time. She was worried. So, because there is human trafficking going on pretty bad, and it's a scary thing. So she was like, "Vanessa, your sister's in trouble. I need you to find out where she's at, what's going on." At the time, I was 16. And this is a lot for me because my sister has been my top role model, kind of my hero, and she's the one that I looked up to the most. I have two other older sisters. Actually, no, I have three other older sisters, and she's at the top of the list. So I was freaking out. When it comes to electronics, my parents and other people usually come to me, even though I'm really not even that tech savvy. So I was like, okay, well, what's going on? She gave me the gist of it. I looked up the site that my sister had gone through, and what we were trying to see which flight she was going on because we were trying to stop her. Well, my mom was, because I didn't have a way to get around. It was 2 a.m. in the morning, and my mom was in Georgia because she was freaking out. So the first thing I did, I looked up the site, I saw what it was, I screenshotted, sent my mom text messages of what the site was, and my mom freaked out even more. She said, find her flight, find where she's at. So I had to get into her email to find what flight she was on, because these people looked kind of sketchy that had scheduled my sister's flight. They did it to where you could not trace it back to them. They literally put everything through her name. The only thing they did was they paid for it, but you still couldn't trace it back to them because they did something weird with the payment. But anyway, so I didn't know her password, so I hacked into her email account by going through some other emails and stuff. I found the flight that she was supposed to be on, but I could not find the people, and my mom and dad, we all thought that was weird. So I told my mom, I said, the best thing you can do is, if they are going to take Angel, which by now I was crying and super freaked out because I thought this was real life taken. So I was like, oh my God, okay, Mom, the best thing you can do at this point is call the FBI. She did call the FBI, and I said, you're gonna need to take pictures pictures of them with Angel, because if you freak out and like go up to them and start screaming or whatever while Angel's there, they're liable to do something. Or if Angel doesn't want to go with you and she ends up going with him, they could drug her or some crazy thing. So I said, take pictures, have the authorities there with you if she is there. And all this craziness, I was crying, I was freaking out, and I was like stressed and my anxiety was getting to me bad. So I was like, oh my goodness. Ugh. So I finally, like, I did as much as I could do. I really felt sad I couldn't do much more, but I mean, what was I supposed to do at 16? So my mom was like, you know what, go to bed, Vanessa, you've done a lot, thank you. I was like, okay. Not that I could get very good sleep, so went to bed, sort of. I woke up like, I think it was like 4 hours later, and I was like, Mom, what's going on? Have anyone found her? She said no. So all through that day, I was really psyched out, and I hacked my sister's Facebook account too. And I saw on there where it says post status, and when I went in there, it said that you could, there's a little thing to where you can post your address, your current position, and it said that it was St. Louis. So I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so relieved. I called my mom. I said, she's still in St. Louis. I don't know where, but she's in St. Louis. So they called, got that all figured out. And apparently through the security, they saw footage that she didn't get on her plane, which was a godsend. So she didn't get on her plane. She ended up going to, I think, like a church or something. So that's that story. Okay, now I'm supposed to perform a song. And I'm going a little bit over. Okay. I'm gonna sing For Good from Wicked, like a short part of it. I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good. For my dance, I don't plan on doing a dance because this doesn't look all that good in a dance. So, thank you so much. I'm sorry that this is over 8 minutes, and I hope you listen and look to all of it. And I hope I'm right for the part.